We started this Monday in negative territory in the futures market, but now we have gone into positive territory, slightly in the green. Part of the negativity was as a result of Monti saying he has had it and he's going to resign in 2013. I'm here with Ben Willis from Albert Fried. So it's put Italy back in the crosshairs because we've been worrying about Greece for, 2-3 years, and now all of a sudden we're focused on Italy as being a much bigger problem. Greece was a small number, not that it terribly small, but Italy is huge.
Italy is by far more important than Greece. Greece is I'd never understood the attraction of Greece and the headlines that moved it. As I like to say, it was the equivalent of Arkansas declaring bankruptcy. And it literally is. I mean, a very similar GDP, not important. But for some reason, people would focus on it as if that might be the blueprint for the bailout of the rest of Europe. And that part made sense, but it wasn't. The fact of the matter is, there's such diverse economies, there's not going to be a blueprint on how to bail any which one out. Spain is far more important, and Italy really caught everybody by surprise. But the fact of the matter is, this is still an ongoing political process. The banks sold off. We have since we took the impact early because of our connection to Europe early on, but we're seeing a bounce here today, I think, led by McDonald's, and the fact the Chinese numbers, which I think are far more important than all of the Eurozone, were actually very good.
As Ben mentioned, McDonald's, their November sales were pretty darn good, and the analysts had pretty negative expectations for them. What's been selling over there is breakfast, and of course, their sales in Europe were good for the lower price menu items.
So it's a question of whether they're going to roll out the McRib early or not. That was the big story last week, that the numbers were so bad that they were going to roll out their McRib sandwich as part of their whole bringing people in, which is, again, extraordinary and speaks to the lack of taste of the American people. But, Sam Walton made a fortune on that story. But like I said, the McDonald's, obviously, it's waiting in the Dow. The whole idea that the American consumer has not gone away even when it comes to buying fast food. So I think it's a very positive story that overshadows the fact that what we're really watching in Italy is political wrangling, and is this really a chance for the former Berlusconi to come back in, or who's going to take over? It doesn't matter who's going to take over, quite frankly. There's such a mess. It's all going to be when they finally figure out how to pay off their debt and their GDP and the rearrangement of those numbers.
All right, well, it sounds like for the market today that their investors' stomachs are filled with McDonald's instead of Italian food. That is Ben Willis, and I'm Deborah Borchardt for The Street.